I came to this place at the request of a tribe member. They wanted a rock drake that can only be found miles. I came to this place at the request of a tribe member. They wanted a rock drake that can only be found miles underground in the ruins of a lost city, overrun by monsters and saturated with radiation that would melt the skin off anything that has not adapted for it. The only way to tame one is by stealing an egg from the depths of a pit no civilized life should ever enter. Even so, as the tribe leader, there is nothing I cannot or will not do for a tribe member. So, I prepare. I grab our best hazmat suit and Spidiganaga, a giant spider standing about 7 feet tall, just over 2 meters, for safe travel. His predator vision and agility are exactly what I need to get in and out of the radiation zone as fast as possible. Then I head into lands I've never seen before with only a map and a bad idea. I travel to the aberration of a broken world, where radiation melts the earth on the surface, and below it lies a land of abominations and lost technology. Aberration is built in 4 layers. On the surface, the sun is so hot it melts any structure and turns the land into a molten wasteland by day. At night, the hot rocks keep the surface warm enough for the abominations to come out. Just below is a green tropical mushroom forest, illuminated by melted glass crystals from the sun. Even at night, the residual heat from those crystals provides just enough light to keep the nocturnal abominations at bay. I don't have time to wonder how such a Goldilocks ecosystem could exist on a planet this apocalyptic. I have a mission: steal a clutch of rock drake eggs. I know from the map that a metal track runs along the ceiling from the green mushroom forest, through the blue luminescent fungal swamp, and drops into the dark radiated zone miles beneath, right next to the nests. I use my spider to climb high, find the track, and reach the highest point of the subterranean tropical forest. I look down, miles and miles straight through, both dimly lit green and luminescent blue, right into the pink, radiated molten core of this world. I jump and let gravity take me as I fall into the pit of hell. I let go and just absorb the moment. At the border of the mushroom forest and luminescent swamp, I see a monstrous creature fighting a giant crab for what I guess is a territorial issue for apex predators. The hazmat suit easily protects me from the poisonous spores in the mushroom forest and the strange radiation in the swamp, but will eventually melt from the radiation near the bottom, free-falling high above the ground. Keeps me safe from all the things that would have torn me apart, that just keep getting worse the deeper I went. Past the blue glowing mushroom zone, I enter a dark pink and red crystallized world. Everything here is primordial, deformed creatures devouring one another above. A molten pink lake that would destroy my suit and kill the spider on contact. Just before I fall too far, I trigger the spider's parachute ability, slowing terminal velocity while keeping the momentum. That's when Spidiganaga starts screeching. This radiation is too much for him. When Bloodstalkers take enough damage, they lose control, drop into pure instinct, and attack whatever is closest. In this case, that's me. We're on a hard clock. My suit might last a little longer, but the spider only has minutes. We leave now, or I become his dinner, and he'll be too far gone to get us out. Both of our lives are in my hands. I use every web ability he has: zipline, swinging, bungee jumping, and parachuting through the irradiated zones at high speeds. We need to stay undetected by the mutated plants and abominations. Even if they spot us, they're too slow and too far away to do anything but screech. What a wretched existence when your first instinct upon seeing movement is to attack. This place truly is hell, and I'm starting to like it. Within a minute I found the yellow nests of these subterranean dragons. A bright pink, glowing egg, roughly the size of a watermelon, catches my eye. I have to be fast. These creatures camouflage so perfectly, they appear completely transparent. I can't see anything guarding the nest. I bungee down at full velocity on the elastic web, snatch the egg, and launch away. The moment I grab it, I hear the slam of massive feet and the sap of jaws loud enough to swallow me and the spider whole. Out of pure instinct, I unload my shotgun into the nest and watch blood spray as the camouflage fails. It was right there the entire time. I stole the egg directly in front of its face. The thing is about 40 feet long, brightly colored feathers over a heavily scaled body, a brutal mix of bird and reptile. I was right in front of it and never even saw it. The confused and furious look on its face as I slingshot away is burned into my memory. As I zipline away, it launches after me like a rocket. For a second, I think these things can fly. Then I realize they're leaping from wall to wall with spring-loaded legs and a gliding membrane with the grease of a 7-ton flying squirrel. If I get hit and live, and that's a big if, the spider's instincts will kick in and he'll try to eat me. We're both finished. I hear them tearing through the air, chomping behind me and slamming against the walls as I swing the shaft. I fell down. No walls for them to leap from. Without that rocket jump ability, they're slow climbers and runners. I push harder as the radiation starts burning through my suit and the spider screams in pain. He can't take it anymore. His fangs tear into the back of my neck as we cross from the radiated zone into the nightshade forest, him shredding my suit the whole way. The second we reach the safe forest at the top, I throw him off my back and hit him with a net launcher so he can't attack me or anything else. Then I tend his wounds and feed him a blood pack until the screaming finally stops. I only managed to get one egg this time, so I will return later to clear out the whole nest, and I'll remember to bring a radioactive formula so Spidiganiga won't have to experience that again. Poor thing. Let this be a lesson that you don't need a mega base to get what you want, but it's still better to be prepared.